guys, how are you? David here, aka The Creative One. It is February 21st, 2009, and I am here with Geek Update 3.8. I know, it's a freaking miracle if you ask me. Where the hell have I been? Guys, I don't know, I've been making videos, but I haven't had that much to talk about. However, I've played 2 great demos today, and I have news on my third topic that I want to share with everybody. It's not big news, but it's kind of big to me since I love it. Anyway, before I start, 2 quick disclaimers. I'm home, as you can probably tell from my surroundings. Either that or I painted the apartment at school and brought my TV, but I didn't. So the quality of this video is going to be a little downgraded since I'm on my PowerBook, since it can't keep up with the H.264 settings that I use in QuickTime. So I have to use the MPEG 4 settings, so sorry if I just totally freaked you out with all the geek talk, but it's just how it is. And secondly, I'm tired and sick. I have been sick all week. I'm still sick, so I apologize if I look like crap or if I look like a zombie. So with that stuff out of the way, let's jump right into it. Geek Update 3.8. Enjoy. Alright, let's do this. So, you may or may not know this, but my Xbox 360 has been home the whole time. I only have my Wii at college with me at the moment. Because one, I'm really busy with schoolwork lately since I'm a senior. I've been crazy busy with schoolwork all the time and basically just hanging out with friends or whatever. So I don't really play that many games at school. And 2, I only have my Wii at school for Animal Crossing, which I don't even play anymore because quite frankly, Nintendo, it got boring. I loved it while it lasted, but you gotta refresh the series more instead of just adding small new features. Anyway, that aside, I am home again, like I said before, so that means I finally got a chance to boot my 360. You know I love my 360, guys. It's probably my favorite console. It's just, I just love it. So I finally got a chance to download and play Halo Wars. When did this come out, guys? I mean, I heard there was a demo coming out, but I didn't know it was out already, and apparently, according to my Twitter followers at twitter.com/thecreativeone, if you want to follow me, it's been out for a few weeks now, or maybe it just came out this week. I was getting different replies from different people, so I don't know. But the point is, it's been out for a little while, and I didn't even know about it. That means I'm out of the loop big time. So, without rambling a lot, here are my thoughts on Halo Wars. Alright, so let me first start out by saying that I'm not a big RTS fan, and for those newbies out there, not newbies, but for those uninformed, RTS stands for Real-Time Strategy. Typically, an RTS game is the overhead view of where you control multiple, you kind of control multiple armies and vehicles and have them do their own thing, which is why it's called Real-Time Strategy. You have to strategize who does what and when and where. That may not be the best way of explaining it because I'm not a big RTS person, when it comes to Diablo or StarCraft and all that stuff. However, I will say this. I love the Halo series. I loved Halo 1, 2, and 3, especially 2 and 3 because of the multiplayer. I'm a big online multiplayer person. However, I am also a big campaign person. I love a good storyline. Actually, I kind of have troubles keeping up with the, I don't know, I've always had trouble keeping up with storylines in video games. I mean, it's easier in movies, but I guess in video games I get distracted easier. Maybe it's just me. Anyway, that aside, I'm a big person on presentation, graphics, music especially, how everything is arranged, and that's what I love about the Halo series. Bungie has done a great job 3 times in a row. And so far, my favorite Halo is Halo 3, because of the multiplayer and Forge and all that. So, going from Halo 3, a massive game like that, down to a game like Halo Wars, I say down because it's a downgrade to me, but that's not necessarily a bad thing because it's an entirely different genre. They went from first-person shooter over here to an entirely different crowd, more of a hardcore crowd, I would say, an RTS crowd. Now, like I said, I'm not an RTS person, so I kind of suck at this game. But I will say this. I was impressed. I had a pretty damn fun time playing the Halo Wars demo. Let me say this first. I think I just repeated myself like 3 times. The first thing I noticed was the music. As you guys hopefully know by now, I'm a huge fan of video game music, movie scores, classical music, I guess you could call it. Video game music is kind of classical music if you think about it, with the violins and the piano. I just love that stuff. Yeah, I love hip hop and all that stuff too, and rap, well, some rap. But classical music and video game scores and movie scores, that stuff hits me right here. As weird as that sounds, it's true. I'm passionate about this stuff. So, the first time I got into the main menu of Halo Wars, I think it was the main menu, I heard the piano score. So I was like, yes, a new soundtrack. I'm guessing by Marty O'Donnell, because that's who did the soundtrack for the other Halo games. And it sounded very similar to the other. Well, it sounded similar enough to recognize that it's Halo, but it's different enough to get excited about, so it's not the same old thing. Not that that's a bad thing, because I love the Halo music series as it is. Now I'm just babbling. Past the music, menu design. Yeah, who cares about menus? I do, because I'm a design major. I notice these kinds of things. The menu looked just like Halo 3, which is a good thing, because I love the colors, I love the menu design, and all that stuff. But more importantly, let's jump into the fun stuff, and that is the gameplay. I was kind of lost at first. Nah, not really lost. I said lost because I have a lost wallpaper with John Locke sitting on the ground with an iPod that says I lost. How creative, I know. I didn't make it, don't ask me. Whoa, point aside, I am rambling. Overall, I had a fun time with Halo Wars. I had a lot more fun than I thought I would. Because RTS is kind of boring me sometimes because I get distracted really easily. And I don't like looking at miniature characters. However, I had fun building the base, building the reactors, building warthogs. And no, you can't actually build the warthog, like put the wheels on and the wheel and the engine and all that stuff. It's automatically built for you after you select it. So don't get so excited. It's not all customizable like the new Banjo-Kazooie game is. I forget what that's called. Anyway, the gameplay was pretty straightforward. I had a lot of fun killing the enemies. It was definitely challenging because I'm repeating myself again, but I'm not that good at RTS games. But I think I did a pretty good job. I did beat the demo, which is cool, and I can definitely see myself playing through it again. The only thing I did not like about it was when it ended, because I guess it's a good thing. I just enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. The action was good. I never got bored. I died a lot, but I never got bored. Like, it was always interesting, and I just find that really cool that Bungie can take a popular Halo series, change it to RTS, totally different game, but keep it interesting on a console game, because as you know, consoles aren't very RTS friendly. I don't know why I'm air quoting. I air quote a lot. It's more of a PC and Mac kind of thing, like World of Warcraft, where you can have the mouse and select things and, all that good stuff. I'm really hyper. Maybe it's the Mountain Dew. Maybe. No, it is. By the way, side note, what do you guys think of the label? Leave comments. I don't like it on the bigger bottles, but on the cans, I think it looks great. But I do have the old label still on cardboard just to save. Not that that has anything to do with Halo Wars. So overall, definitely check out the Halo Wars demo, guys. You don't lose anything but hard drive space and your time. And from what I can tell, the time is very well worth it, and the hard drive space is very well worth it. Okay, I'm rambling, so topic 2. Resident Evil 5. That sounded horrible. Going into this game, I couldn't help but think of Resident Evil 4. That's not a bad thing, because I do have Resident Evil 4 on the Wii. I do this like I'm holding a Wiimote. However, I just made myself look stupid. Oh well. Now, I loved Resident Evil 4. To you hardcore Resident Evil fans like you, Richie Var, because I know you're watching, I know it's not like the classic RE games like Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2. By the way, I have most of the Resident Evil games, so do know that I have played the original, the classics, and my favorite so far is Resident Evil 2. Classic-wise. New generation-wise, next generation I should say, Resident Evil 4 is my favorite. Because Capcom took a popular series, turned it into more of an action-adventure game rather than survival horror. I don't really consider survival horror that much anymore. Well, yeah, you do have to survive around horror things like zombies and whatever. but to me it's easier than the older Resident Evil games. That's not a bad thing, because I don't like when a game's too hard, because then I'm turned off by it. But Resident Evil 4 I really enjoyed because it was fast paced. The storyline was interesting. The characters were very interesting. Leon Kennedy's definitely come a long way. And the main reason I really liked RE4 was with the Wiimote. Aiming with that was very accurate and easier than turning the joysticks. Joysticks, analog sticks, call them whatever you want. Analog sticks, it sounds better, it's more modern. Which brings me to my number one con of the Resident Evil 5 demo, and then I'll get into the pros. That is the controls. Gotta be honest, okay, yes, I realize this is something I have to get used to over time, but after loving 4 on the Wii, going to 5 on a 360, I don't like how it controls. I changed the aiming speed to fastest. They have normal, fast, and fastest, I believe. I changed it to fastest, and I didn't notice that big of a difference. Like, I went to pivot my aiming, and it felt like this. And then over here, zombies are attacking me from all end. My partner, I can't think of her name right now, she died once because I couldn't turn fast enough. I think Capcom really needs to fix that. This is only a demo, so they still have time. I believe it comes out in March. I could be wrong, because I'm out of the loop lately, because of school and whatever. But that's my number one complaint about the game, which isn't a big deal, because that's something I could always get used to and kind of adjust myself to. However, I will say this, the game is beautiful. The graphics are amazing. I believe it's set in Africa. I don't know that much about the storyline. I just know there's a bunch of crazy zombies. And the intro scene, I won't spoil anything, but, okay, I'll spoil something. Shut the video off for like 30 seconds. The intro of the level you play, the courtyard or something like that it's called, I forget. They show this huge thing beheading the other guy, and this one guy's on the surface or whatever he's on, and he literally takes a huge axe, and they show his head coming off. I thought that was cool. Call me dark, but I love a good kill scene in video games. After all, that's the point of a horror game, to get you excited about that stuff. I just thought that was really cool. The graphics are amazing. The presentation is very movie-like, which is a good thing, because I love when they take the time to make a video game feel like a cinematic experience. Because, you know, me, I'm all about presentation. I love a good presentation. However, like I said, all of this is quickly killed by the somewhat clumsy controls. Yes, I like how you can quickly swap to your knife or whatever from your gun, but I didn't like how it felt. But that's because I played the Wii version a lot of 4 when it came out, and I love that game. I got it for $30, and that game I thought was great. So, I'm talking way too much. So overall, I'll say Halo Wars, I can see myself buying, but not for $60. Maybe when it's like 30 or 40. Because the main reason, I guess, is because I'm not a big RTS fan. I didn't see myself having an amazingly fun time like I did with Halo 3 when it first came out. I played that game to death when it first came out. Forge, I put so many hours into that. Multiplayer, a lot of hours. And campaign, many hours, just like 2 and 1. Although I found myself playing Halo 2 and 3 a lot more than 1, because of the online multiplayer. Anyway, that point aside, Halo Wars I can see myself buying eventually at a discounted price. Resident Evil 5, if the controls are fixed, okay, the controls are fine. If the aiming speed is fixed, that's what I should say. If the aiming speed is improved, then I'll buy it. But I don't see myself spending $60 right now, especially at this time. I don't really have money just to blow on things, except for the next thing I'm going to talk about. So overall, very good demos, and I'm going to download the demo of, what was it? Oh, Dead Space. Yes, I realize Dead Space has been out for a long time now, but I haven't played it yet. Yeah, slap me, I don't care. I just haven't played it in a while. Actually, I haven't played it at all. What am I saying? On to topic 3. So thirdly, I would like to talk about something real quick. Don't worry, I won't talk your heads off with this. That is iLife 09. Yes, I finally got some extra money for myself to spend on something I want. And I purchased iLife 09. It should be here this week. Well, it should be here this week. Unfortunately, Apple doesn't ship to P.O. boxes, which is what I use at school. So it'll be shipped here, and then my parents will ship it to me at school. And then I'll install it on my Mac Pro. I cannot wait to use iLife 09 for one main reason: iMovie 09. As you know, well, as you probably know, I'm a big iMovie HD user, aka iMovie 2006. Love it. While it's not a perfect application, I don't believe in perfect anything. It's a very good editor. It's very good compared to iMovie 08. I do not like iMovie 08 at all. The interface looks nice, it's modern looking, but I do not like how editing is done. However, with iMovie 09, the whole thing with precision editing, what was the other thing? Oh yeah, the stabilization, that looks great. Not that I have like really shaky footage. iMovie 08 I kind of looked at real quick. I was instantly turned off when I saw there was no timeline. But iMovie 09 has the precision editor. I think I said it right the first time. Yeah, it's not the same thing as iMovie 06, I believe, but it certainly looks like it in the screenshots I've seen. And plus, I can't wait to play with iPhoto 09, the Faces feature. That looks awesome. I can't wait to recognize the face of Smokey and then tag him in all my other photos. As stupid as it sounds, that stuff fascinates me. I love facial recognition. Actually, I might even use the Places feature. I think that's really cool, especially since my iPhone can geotag my photos using the cell towers and Wi-Fi. I think that'd be pretty cool. So I can tag photos like taken at school, tag photos taken at home, and it'll automatically arrange because I'm all about management. I'm very organized, and yeah. All right, I'm really talking a lot, so that's topic 3. So let me end the video by doing my music pick. As you know, I haven't made a Geek update in months, so maybe you forgot. At the end of every Geek update, I like to pick a song that everybody should at least preview or download off of iTunes. And it's free. Yes, it's totally free, legal too. And that is the World of Goo soundtrack. I don't have the exact link with me right now, but I'll put it in the video description to the right. Over there. Actually, it's under that ad down there. Yeah, there it is. So, click that. You will instantly go to the World of Goo soundtrack. And while I'm here, let me just say this. Check out the World of Goo game. Guys, check it out. It's that great of a game. It's for PC, which means Windows, obviously, Mac, and the Nintendo Wii. So that's Windows, Mac, and the Wii. Personally, I have it for the Mac. I purchased it for $20. It's worth every cent I paid. Played it to death. If you guys follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/thecreativeone, you would know that. I love the game, and I'm going to say right now, it's one of the best games I've ever played. Seriously, it is. You guys have to play it to understand. And I realize the music isn't for everybody, but at least give it a listen. It's a great soundtrack, especially Red Carpet Extendo-Matic. Listen to that track. It's like a techno mixed in with opera. Yes, I know I'm not an opera fan unless it's like the Halo soundtrack or something like that. But the way they mixed the two is amazing. It's a great track, and the composer did a great job at doing the music. I can't think of his name right now, but it'll be on the website that I'd like you guys to. Alright, that's it. I'm going to try to have this video out today to edit it on my PowerBook. I don't know if I have the Geek Update intro with me, but I'll look. So I'm going to say have a great weekend, but if you see this by Monday or so, then have a great week. And yeah, I guess that's it. I guess you'll see Geek Update 3.9 in like 6 months later, right? I don't know. Hopefully I'll have it out soon. Guys, I apologize for the wait. But at least I finally did it. And I apologize for talking so much. I really did talk a lot. Hey, that's a guy. I love to talk. I love caffeine. By the way, Mountain Dew throwback coming this April using real sugar cane. No more of that syrup crap. Sweet. I don't know if you care, but I do because I'm a huge Mountain Dew fan. Alright, that's it. Now I'm just talking too much. Thanks for watching. Oh, twitter.com/thecreativeone. Follow me for exclusive content. Peace.